Rosie in Whittier, California, listening on Immaculate Heart Radio. Rosie, you are on with Jim Blackburn. What's your question, please?
Hello, how are you? Thank you for taking my call. I am a catechist. Can you hear me?
We can, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm a catechist for RCIA, and when I usually I work with the neophytes. Questions about Lent, because I'll go over Lent and what it is. Some of the questions that I would like to answer with correct answers. Number one, why we don't eat meat on Friday. Previously it was every Friday, and then now it's changed. Number two, the almsgiving and the things during Lent. That's basically my question.
Okay.
Why we do what we do for Lent?
You cut out there right at the very end. You mentioned almsgiving. You mentioned not eating meat on Fridays. And what was the other one?
And I think it's the other prayer. Well, prayer, yeah,
okay.
I can figure that one out. But basically, why those things?
Okay, and this is, Rosie, a very timely time to be asking this question because tomorrow begins Lent, and Lent is a penitential season. It's primarily a penitential season. We're preparing for what happened on Good Friday, and then ultimately what happened on Lent ends on the Holy Thursday, just before Good Friday, and then we prepare for in the Triduum the resurrection on Easter Sunday, and then we have the Easter season, which is a very joyful, glorious season. But during a penitential season and our preparation for the crucifixion of Christ, really, we were looking at that and see that the greatest sacrifice that has ever been made in the history of mankind happened on Good Friday, what Jesus did on the cross for us on Good Friday. And what he did is he sacrificed his life, and his life was a good life. He was a good man. He was a divine person, but he had a human nature. So he was a man in that sense, and he never sinned, and he did not deserve the punishment on the cross that he got. But he gave his life, a very good and wonderful thing, gave it for us so that our sins could be forgiven. And that's the type of penance that we try to do. Certainly, we can't rise to that level, but we can, in some small way, do something that would kind of reflect that. We can, during Lent, for example, we do not eat meat on Fridays. We give that up. Meat is a good thing, but we forego eating meat on the Fridays of Lent, as well as on Ash Wednesday and Good Friday. On Ash Wednesday and Good Friday, we also fast. We eat less than we normally would. We make that sacrifice of a good thing, to in some way participate in the sacrifice that Christ made on Good Friday for us. So these are penitential acts. Almsgiving also. This is where we maybe donate money or food to the poor, to those who are less fortunate than us. These are good things that we do. We give something good to those who are in more need, greater need than we are. Another penitential act, prayer. We can enter into prayer, praying for others, praying for each other. This all comes together for us, and Lent is the perfect time to really focus on this aspect of our lives, the penitential aspect of our lives. Lent is a good time to go to confession as well, in preparation for Good Friday and then, of course, the resurrection and the Easter season. So, Rosie, I hope that helps, and hope that will help you explain to your catechism class why we do these things, especially during Lent.